How's it going, YouTube? Actually here and welcome back. So we finally got a look at actual gameplay at Evil Dead the game. Like we actually get a extended look at like obviously the survivor side and the demon, right? And it looks good. Honestly, that's the thing that I think many of us were concerned about is like, hey, is this game gonna be any good? Like, why haven't you shown anything? But they finally have, thanks to Game Informer, Game Informer magazine. I believe Evil Dead is the cover game of the month, April, and we got an exclusive look. So all the footage you're seeing is from Game Informer. All credits to them. But yeah, so I guess starting things off, Survivor side. So the game is, I can appreciate it's a lot more different than what we thought with other asymmetrical horrors. So it's 30 minutes, I believe, is like the match limit. And it's like a countdown. It's a big map. Apparently it's huge. Like you do need vehicles, or like it'd be better to use them. And similar to battle royales, it shrinks over time. Like that way at the end, like when you fight the dark ones, it's like you're forced to into like a smaller location. It gets more hectic. I assuming the game isn't 30 minutes. Like assuming you could end it early. If you're the demon, you kill everyone, or I don't know, you guys beat the demon, like get all the objectives. But yeah, you got 4 classes to pick from. You have your leader, your support, your warrior, and your hunter. And each class has a Ash to play as. So, from my understanding, there could be a game where you're running just all Ashes because there's one in each class. So that's cool. I like that. I like that they do that where, it avoids the problem of if someone wanted to be Ash and they don't get him, they just leave the game. Sure, it still exists. Maybe you want to be a specific one, but you get it. It's like everyone can be Ash. So that's cool. I like that. And yeah, as a survivor, you have a lot of objectives to do. Like first, you have to start off looking for map pieces and you're looting, similar to a battle royale, which I know saying that out loud, like Evil Dead battle royale, what? But it's not, right? But you have to loot to get your stuff, get what you need before you go out there and explore. You look for map pieces first, which they will reveal the locations of pages of the Necronomicon and the Kandarian dagger. Now, so step 2 is looking for those. And it's like, once you get to one of those, like a piece of the book or the dagger, you trigger like a horde mode, essentially like a holdout, right? Where like mobs of deadites spawn and you have to like hold out for a period of time before you get it, right? Like you get the item. And in the beginning of the game as a demon, and that's the thing, you are the Kandarian demon, which I'll go into a little, more with the demon, but it's like, that's who you are. Like, the boss characters, like Evil Ash, Henrietta, in their class of, like, the Necromancer, the Warlord, those are just, like, things you can possess. You are the demon at the end of the day, so you're in that, like, demon vision, right? And you're going around the map, like, collecting the Inferno energy to get XP to level things up, or like essentially as a demon you have a lot more to manage. So it does seem that like a more experienced player should play as the killer because it's like a lot more you have to do. But yeah, as a demon you're notified, so whenever they're finding a page or finding the dagger, like when they trigger that horde mode thing, like you will know, and it's like obviously you have to prioritize that, sabotage them, kill one, I don't know, like really bring the fight to them. And yeah, so once you collect all that, then finally the third step for the survivors is you summon the dark ones. And of course that's a big climactic battle where you have to deal with, again, not only like the hordes that spawn, you have to fight the dark ones, and they do fight back. And then of course you have the demon player as well, so it seems like it'll be very hectic at the end. So I guess as the game goes on, obviously the killer, it's like gets better, gets more abilities, right? Collecting more infernal energy. It does seem like you gotta as a team, you have to like work together and prioritize maybe like getting there as soon as possible, not giving the demon player the chance to level up or truly like flesh out its kit. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I actually like it. It seems really good. One thing I can appreciate compared to other asymmetrical horrors is that as a survivor, you're not like powerless. Now, okay, in DBD, you really can't fight back except dropping a pallet. Friday the 13th, the game, yes, you have weapons and you can swing, and sure, it can be annoying, right, when like you get stunned. But ultimately, as you know, when rage kicks in, like Jason can't be stunned, right? Other than like what the shotgun is the only thing that could like always stun him. But yeah, you get it. Like the killers always early on are like at the disadvantage, but then later on they're like usually overpowered. But in this game, it's like at no point can you not fight back. So it's interesting to see. It's interesting how they had to balance that. Because think, at any point, all four of you could be rocking guns. And again, like I said, you loot like a battle royale, so you have to find weapons. But I assume as you level up, it's like maybe like I don't know. I mean, again, I'm just winging it. Maybe there's like a legendary, right? Like a boomstick or something on the map that you find, right? And it's like, oh, like you carry a lot of ammo for it. I don't know, right? There's melee weapons, so at any point, like the demon can possess deadites, he can possess other players. Um, like you guys can gang up on him and like easily take him out. So it'll be interesting to see how they balance that, how the demon will play out. And yeah, like I don't know, it's exciting to see. I do like it though. It's different. It's different from the others, and I think that's important, right? I don't want the game to just be lost in the shuffle. You really want it to thrive and flourish on its own. And then on the demon side, as I said, you are the Kandarian demon. Just the class you pick, whether it's Warlord, which has Henrietta, the Puppeteer, Elagos, and then the Necromancer, Evil Ash. Like you're not them. You summon them. They're like a boss unit. So that means they can be killed. And I assume that means, I mean, I don't know how much infernal energy or like it costs, right, to summon them. You could do it multiple times, I'm guessing. But yeah, it's like you are the Kandarian demon. So you're in that like, bodiless form, right? Like flying around, looking, setting up traps, like building fear with the survivors. Like that's pretty cool. Like possess the car, which I love. Or like set traps, right? Like chests, you put like the hand or little ashes, and it builds up fear, which I assuming makes it. Maybe they take more damage when they have higher fear, or maybe the survivors are like I don't know, just more prone to. We'll see, right? Maybe they're gun jams. We don't know, right? I mean, there's still a lot left up to, we'll see when the game comes out. But yeah, as a demon, it's like you can possess the boss units, but you are not them. So, and then of course, if you notice, each demon, there's like three of them, right? So you have your boss unit, and then two, which I assume they throw around the words like elite. Like for example, Henrietta, that trucker-looking guy with the hat, that's the elite. And then the last one, I'm assuming, is like the weaker one. So you always get three. So hey, for future DLCs, maybe they add Ball from Ash vs. Evil Dead or Ruby, right? It'd be interesting to see who they add as like their elites and little ones. So it's cool to see. It's like you're essentially getting your team. And yeah, you possess them, you do all that. And it's you really, yeah, from what I've seen, from what I could gauge, the demon like starting out, it's gonna be a lot harder, right? Like you definitely have to get good or like because you have a lot to manage, right? You gotta be aware of where players are, what they're doing. You're setting up traps. You're trying to do all this, right? Like prepare. Like yeah, it's just a lot of managing you got to do. Like you have to be on the lookout for them. But it's cool. I mean, I think hey, everybody, we all want to play the Necromancer, Evil Ass. I mean, who doesn't? But yeah, I mean, yeah, the demon side definitely seems harder, though. I'll say that. It is something that's like, man, you just gotta get good, seriously. Starting out, it'll be rough. I mean, hey, even Survivors 2, right? It's a new game. We're just gonna be learning, but early on, I can see demons having a hard time, but we'll see. I mean, there is leveling up in the game, so maybe it's like if you level up the necromancer or whatever class, they become overpowered. I mean, there was an open beta, closed, sorry. There was a closed beta on Xbox, which sadly I wasn't a part of. And I've heard, from people that have that the puppeteer is actually pretty good. Elagos, like that class is like can be a nightmare, especially in the later game. But we'll see. I mean, I'm excited for the game, honestly. I really am. We're literally less than a month away, so I can't wait. I got that collector's edition, right? I'm hoping it gets here before May 13th, but we'll see, right? Friday 13th. Usually with those, they come a little later, maybe like within the week after. I would hope it comes before or the day of, right? Ideally. But we'll see. But, be sure for that unboxing. And yeah, I'm glad they finally showed gameplay and can't wait to see you on the battlefield. But with that, guys, that'll be the video. We finally saw gameplay and it looks good. It's definitely reassured my hype for the game, honestly, because that's the thing. It was like, why are they waiting so long? I was like, is it bad? But it looks good, and the game looks gorgeous, by the way. So can't wait, to play it on the Series X and see what it can do. But with that, if you like this type of content, make new videos every Tuesdays and Saturdays, and please make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that good jazz. And as always, everybody, I've been your host, Oxy. Take care.